Back at it and back in the studio after one day away from the studio with our live broadcast yesterday at Wenatchee Valley College. This is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, Thursday, second day of May 2024. I am Dan Kuntz. It's cold. It's 37 degrees right now in downtown Wenatchee. Our record low on this date is 35. We're almost there. It is chilly. We're going to warm up. We're going to have a lot of sunshine today, a lot of sunshine on Friday. But now we have a pretty good grasp of what Mother Nature has in store for us on Saturday. Good news, you won't have to pack the sunscreen. The bad news is it's going to rain. It's going to rain in our parade on Saturday. It's going to be cloudy. It's going to be cool. It's going to be wet. And the heaviest rain on Saturday, wouldn't you know it, is expected to come down between about 11 until about 2, right in the wheelhouse of the Stem Milk Growers Grand Parade. I was trying to think, when was the last time it actually rained on parade day? It's been a long time, but unfortunately, just letting you know, of course, we'll have live coverage of the parade. So, you know, you can always stay at home and watch it, but who's kidding who? The parade is the kind of thing you want to go to. Forecast details are coming up. News is coming up. Sports, Mariners couldn't sweep the Braves, but the Braves are really good. We'll have highlights of Atlanta's victory over Seattle yesterday. Not a lot of prep action going on, but we'll have that for you. And in case you missed it yesterday, we're going to replay the segment that we did with Ed Nags and his sponsors and his supporters as Ed began yesterday his opening day run. The former Apple Sox coach is running from Wenatchee to Corvallis, 419 miles over the course of this month. We had a great time yesterday. A lot of hands on deck. A lot of people showed up. We're going to replay that segment for you in the back half of the program. Let's do our tour around the valley. We'll begin, of course, with the Heights camera. Adjacent to the cross, the very tip of the Heights, 37. It is chilly. It just kind of gets there. Yesterday's high, 62. Again, below normal. Our normal high is 67. We've had a cool stretch of weather going on. Sunrise this morning, 5:41. Sunset tonight, 8:15. 14 hours and 33 minutes of daylight. Good morning to the Wenatchee Valley. Good morning to Leavenworth. Let me see. Leavenworth is at 31. Right. Nope. Sorry. 32 in Leavenworth. It's chilly in Leavenworth. Good morning. Things are looking good in the Bavarian Village from our Tumwater camera just before you start heading into the Tumwater Canyon on your way to Winton and Coles Corner and places west. To the #1 Canyon camera we go to look at the Wenatchee Valley. That ribbon of roadway in the middle of your screen is 5th Street and Wenatchee Valley College, the Columbia River, and all the way over to the other side of the river. A lot of sunshine today. It's going to be windy tomorrow, by the way. I'll let you know about that. And to Rock Island we go. The Rock Island camera looks something like this, way up above the hamlet of Rock Island with the lakes there and the golf course. One of the best walking golf courses around is the Rock Island Golf Course. Not too hard to walk, pretty flat, and they keep really good care of it. 2 slides to show for you. First of all, weekend rain. Now we need it. We're in a drought. This is your rain totals in our viewing area from Saturday mid-morning until Sunday night. We're going to get perhaps quite a bit of rain. It's going to rain Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, and into Saturday night. A little bit of rain on Sunday. But again, Saturday looks pretty wet indeed. It's also going to be rather cool. So we're in for some rain, folks. We need it. We're going to have most of it on Saturday, a little bit on Sunday. And the long-term forecast for the month of May, equal chances of normal temperatures and normal precipitation, although they say the first couple of weeks of May, this cool weather we've been having is going to stay with us for quite some time. We're going to be well below normal into the early part of next week. From the National Weather Service, sunshine and a lot of it today. High of 65. May take us a while to get there since we're very cold right now. Big temperature variation between our high and our low. 43 for the overnight low tonight. Tomorrow, a little breezy, especially in the afternoon for the Les Schwab Classy Chassis Parade. We will be there broadcasting that as well. 67 for the high. Clouds roll in Friday night, some light rain possible. 52 for the overnight low. Lots of clouds all day and a good chance of rain, significant rain at times. And again, the heaviest rain is expected to start coming down about 11 a.m. on Saturday morning, which is exactly when the Stem Milk Growers Grand Parade starts. So be prepared for wet weather on Saturday if you're going to be partaking in apple blossom festivities. We wrap up the weekend with very chilly temperatures, only 58, 10 degrees below normal on Sunday with a slight chance of rain. We're going to be below normal for not only our afternoon highs, but our overnight lows into Tuesday and Wednesday as well. Cool weather for this time of the year, and unfortunately it's going to rain come Saturday. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll do the news. You're watching the Thursday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
I moved here 6 years ago. The manager here asked me what I like to do, and I told him that I like to play games, I like to play cards. And he said, "Boy, have I got a woman for you to meet." And he introduced me to her, and we walked down the hall, and I took her hand, and we've never let go of each other.
Life is so good when you're happy, and I'm very happy at Prestige.
The family at the Epladolin want to help your loved one feel at ease in their new home environment. Epladolin offers beautiful one-bedroom and studio apartments. Residents enjoy 3 delicious home-style meals a day, laundry service, housekeeping service, and encouragement to make themselves cozy in their new home. Epladolin welcomes your family to come and visit their family. Epladolin, independent and assisted living. They make the complicated easy for you. Call today for a tour.
A ductless unit from Carrier can keep anyone comfortable. Take Shelly, for instance. She finds me time in her new attic-turned-home gym. And with her Carrier ductless unit, the temperature is always perfect. No matter how intense her workout gets. Carrier. Total comfort, totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air. Happy Apple Blossom from NCW Life Channel, your local TV station. While you're enjoying our Apple Blossom coverage on NCW Life, we need to thank our gold supporter, Town Auto Group. Your community, your family, your Town Auto Group. Have a great Apple Blossom, and thanks for watching your local TV station, the NCW Life Channel.
A lot of sunshine, but it ain't real warm. It's only 37 degrees, mid-60s today, lots of sunshine. Mid-60s Friday with some wind. Cloudy, cool, and rainy for Grand Parade Day Saturday. It's 7 minutes after the hour. An 18-year-old Moses Lake man remains a wanted fugitive in a November murder investigation, and now the U.S. Marshal Service is offering a reward if you can find out where the heck he is. Christopher Valley Maciel is suspected of shooting and killing Armando Benitez at Montlake Park in Moses Lake on November 12th and then fleeing the scene. He's been wanted ever since on a Grant County warrant. The marshals say they'll post a reward of up to $1,500 for information that leads to the arrest of Valley Maciel. He's 5'7", 113 pounds, considered armed and dangerous. If you spot him, contact your local law enforcement agency. An East Wenatchee man convicted of sexually motivated assault in 2016 is now charged with failing to register with police after changing his address. 27-year-old Austin M. Jardine allegedly moved into an East Wenatchee apartment about 2 years ago, but he maintained a different address in the Douglas County Sex Offender Registry. Jardine pleaded guilty 8 years ago to third-degree assault with sexual motivation for attacking a 16-year-old girl after a Wenatchee High School prom party. He served an 18-month sentence, is ranked as a level 2 sex offender. He remains free on his own recognizance until he's arraigned in Douglas County Court next week. A Wenatchee geologist is charged with forgery for allegedly putting a colleague's professional stamp on his own geological report. 52-year-old Neil Kennebrew appeared in Chelan County Court a couple of days ago in this case. He's been under investigation by both Wenatchee and East Wenatchee police departments since November. Police say Kennebrew submitted a report to a client for a retaining wall project that included an image of the state-issued stamp. His colleague did not give permission for use of the stamp and said it was damaging to his professional reputation. Chelan County prosecutors charged Kennebrew with 1 count of forgery on April 4th. He faces arraignment on the case on May 13th. And Wes Matheson has led his family's business, Stimmel Growers, for a long time. He got the head job in 2005 when his grandfather Tom named him as president. It was one of many changes for Stimmel Growers and the tree fruit industry as a whole, although West prefers to call them evolutions and not changes. For this 2024 Apple Blossom Festival, he is the Apple Citizen of the Year, recognizing his contributions to the culture and economics of the Wenatchee Valley. He spoke with us earlier this week about the honor.
Yeah, my name is Wes Matheson, and I'm the president here at Stimmel Growers. I'm the 5th generation of growing fruit, and I'm the third generation of packing and selling fruit. My great-great-grandfather came over from Scotland. He left his family at age 14 for untold riches in California, and he actually never saw his family again, and came up as they were settling what was the Oregon Territory, and he homesteaded right on Stemelt Hill. Stemelt and what it is today is just an evolution of, my great-great-grandfather trying to provide for his family, starting out harvesting timbers up in the Icicle Creek area and Blewett Pass, and then he'd have a big family garden where they would just subsistence farm, and basically that evolved to a 35-acre fruit farm just in the 1914 and 1920s. And in 1958, my grandfather had a really rough year, and my grandma said, find out what's wrong and fix it in terms of being a commercial cherry grower, or go down to Alcoa and get a job to support this family. And anyway, that was really the impetus of where my grandfather traveled around to understand how to improve the business, how to make a living at this, and this is when he made the commitment to become a fruit packer. And so he started packing his own cherries. Stemelt wasn't really that involved in the apple blossom, and then probably close to 20 years ago, when I came back to the business, Darcy said, hey, we'd really love to get the fruit industry more involved in the apple blossom. And so that's when she kind of reached out, and we discussed basically a way there for Stemelt to get more involved. And it's been a lot of fun since then, and it's continued to evolve to where now Stemelt's really involved with Keep It in the Valley and the funnel cakes. The story's been told quite a few times, but my best friend Ben Payne came to me with this idea about, how can he give back? He was really blessed by growing up here in the area, and he had this idea of taking on the funnel cake concessionaire Memorial Park during apple blossom, and he pitched this idea to my wife and I. She thought it was a terrible idea. I thought it was a brilliant idea and we should do it. So yeah, it's been cool to see how it evolved from this idea into what it is today. They've turned it into something that was way beyond what Ben and I ever thought. So it's fun to just be connected to it, The Stemelt cleanup team, they come up who clean our packing lines every night. They come and help scrub that down. So the volunteers basically walk out at 10 o'clock. They show up the next morning, it's sparkling, and it really was a lot of pride of the team members at Stemelt to take care of that, because they see the benefit. We have Stemelt team members who, Keep It in the Valley scholarships now, lots of connections to the community. So,
when you got notice that you were going to be named Apple Citizen of the Year, did it surprise you at all?
Oh yeah, because Darcy Waterman played up this story that Ben was going to get recognized during the pageant and that Courtney and I should be there. And when Ben walked on stage, I told myself, this evening is going to go entirely different than I expected. And so anyway, yeah, real honor. I especially look at the legacy of people who have won this award. A lot of people have been committed to the fruit industry and to the community. And so, yeah, I feel honored, and I'm a little young to win the award, but anyway, I'm excited to encourage future winners for a long time. Apple blossom for me is one of those things. It sort of has its own aroma, and it attracts a lot of people in a real positive way around the community. And so it's fun to see a lot of my teammates at Stemelt involved in different activities in apple blossom and volunteering, and so yeah, it's just it's part of that good aroma of Wenatchee.
Congratulations to West, and once again, if you're just tuning in, the Mother Nature is not going to be cooperating a great deal on Saturday. If you don't want to watch a parade in the rain, don't forget we will have live coverage of the Stemelt Growers Grand Parade at 11 a.m. on Saturday morning. We'll also be broadcasting the Les Schwab Classy Chassis Parade tomorrow night. And that is the news. If you want to know what's going on, tune into the news tonight at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. It's also going to be up and running on our Facebook page, our YouTube page, and our home page. Don't forget to download our app. If you are so inclined, there is the QR code right there. News tips, you send us an email, news@ncwlife.com. Sports is next. You're watching Wake Up in Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
The Lake Chelan Rotary Club invites you to experience Cycle Chelan, held each year on the third Saturday in June. Pick your thrill from 3 rides: the Metric Century Challenge, Cycle Divino, or the Lake Loop. All profits from Cycle Chelan are used to support student scholarships and other charitable activities of the Lake Chelan Rotary Club. Cycle Chelan, a route for every rider. Pick your thrill today.
Now there are even more reasons to meet at the Pybus Market. Outdoor dining and tastings, the fabulous farmers market, Saturday artisans on the concourse, and your favorites all week long. No matter the reason, it's always time to meet at the Pybus Market. Pybus Market, where community meets.
16 minutes after the hour, 4 unearned runs in the 4th inning did in the Mariners, and the Braves salvaged the final game of the 3-game series. They beat Seattle yesterday afternoon. The final was 5-2.
Ronald Acuna Jr., who struck out looking in the first. There's a hard hit ball, and it gets by Moore and out into left center field. Maybe some frustration on that swing from Acuna, and he's got a hit here in the 3rd inning.
2 down, and it's up to Austin Riley here in the top of the 3rd inning.
Another hard hit ball and another base hit. So 2 on with 2 out for Atlanta.
Moore diving to his right, but just out of his reach, and a couple of hard hit balls by Acuna and Riley. Pitch on the way. And there is ball 4. Missed away with a slider. That will load them up for Marcell Ozuna. Ozuna entering the ball game with 31 RBIs.
Bases juiced. Here we go again. Missed inside, and the Braves have the lead in the top of the 3rd as Acuna trots home. Here's Arcia.
Swinging, it's popped up into shallow right field. France out, Polanco out, Haniger in, and he dropped the ball in fair territory. Arcia is at second base. Haniger went to make a basket catch about belt high and just lost it somehow. But now you've got a runner in scoring position and the top of the order. That means Ronald Acuna Jr.
There's another solid single. Orlando's around 3rd. The throw is late, and Atlanta has a 2-0 lead.
Really good sign here for Ronald Acuna Jr. and getting to the 4-seam fastball had been a little bit of an issue for him, but he squared the ball up twice here.
Ozzie Albies 0 for 1 with a pop out and a walk.
And another single, this one by Ozzie Albies. His Braves offense is waking up here in Seattle. So 2 on with 2 out, and now Austin Riley. Hancock's 2-2 pitch, hit in the air to right. Haniger going back, reaches up, and he cannot get it as he bangs against the wall. This will score 2. Riley wants 3, and he's in there with a triple. It is 4-0 Atlanta in inning number 4. And that was a healthy collision with the wall and right by Haniger, but he appears to be okay.
2-seam fastball driven the other way, 103 miles an hour. And a good read there from Austin Riley to take 3.
We've got a pitching change. Hancock is bounced in the 4th inning. Gordon is the new pitcher for the Mariners. 2 outs and a man aboard.
And Matt Olson greets him rudely with a solid RBI single to left center.
Seti Samala doing the catching duties today. Breaking ball.
The Mariners, by the way, flew to Houston after the game, so they had the whole day off today in Space City. Then they start a 3-game series against the Astros tomorrow. To the American League West scoreboard we go. Everybody lost with the exception of the A's. The A's were playing exceptionally good baseball for a team that's moving. They shut out the Pirates, but the other teams in our division, the Angels, the Rangers, the Astros, and of course the Mariners, all lost. Not a lot of prep action going on yesterday. That's not a misprint. Manson swept Soap Lake in prep softball. Identical scores, 20-4 and 20-4. In the prep soccer scoreboard from our friends at Les Schwab, 1 game a note. Liberty Bell got by Pateras on the pitch, 2-1. Not a lot going on in baseball, but here's what we do have for you. Ephrata will take on Ellensburg at 4:30. Lake Roosevelt travels to Kettle Falls. They're in the playoffs now. And Moses Lake Christian will be at Omak. And in prep softball, it's a doubleheader in Ephrata between Prosser and Ephrata. Again, they're headed into the playoffs. Kittitas will be at Cashmere at 4:30 in fast pitch softball. Quincy will host Chelan. Okanagan welcomes Brewster to town. Waterville Mansfield travels to Republic. That's it. Told you there wasn't a lot of sports to talk about. 20 minutes after the hour for the Obscura holiday. Today is National Life Insurance Day. I've worked for a couple of companies where company policy was if you were a full-time salaried employee, they purchased a life insurance policy for you and you got to name the beneficiary. A lot of companies don't do that anymore. In fact, there's been a 23% decrease in companies buying life insurance policies for their employees. I don't know why. And if you've ever seen the movie Double Indemnity, you probably don't want to hear this statistic. About 15% of all adult Americans have no idea how much life insurance their spouse has. That's not good. Happy Life Insurance Day today. Today in history. After 14 years and 2,130 consecutive games, Lou Gehrig decides not to play against the Tigers in Detroit for the good of the team. He, of course, had already been suffering from amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, probably had been for a couple of years, and didn't know it. He stayed with the team for the rest of the year. He was the team captain. He would take the lineup out, but he would never play another major league game again. Lou Gehrig's streak, incredible streak of 2,130 consecutive games, comes to an end when he benches himself. And Osama bin Laden met his maker 13 years ago today. The most amazing thing, of course, Special Forces tracked him down and killed him at his compound in Pakistan. The most amazing thing about all of this is that he had been hiding in the compound in Pakistan where he was eventually killed. He'd been there for 9 years, and the Pakistani authorities had no idea he was there. That's a compound. Birthdays. Who's the highest paid actor in the world right now? And I'm using the term actor loosely. That guy, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, maybe the most famous professional wrestler of all time. He's the highest paid actor currently in Hollywood. His movies make money, and so, you know, he makes money. He's 52 years old today. And Kyle Busch, the NASCAR driver, is 39. My favorite Kyle Busch story is 12 years ago. He had his license suspended for driving 128 miles an hour in a 45-mile-per-hour zone. They had to suspend his license, but you don't need a license to drive a car in NASCAR. He's 39 years old today. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air, for heat and air. Call Alpine Air. Special thanks to our friends at Pool to Spa Services on Worthen Street, celebrating like their 35th year in business. That's good. That means they know what they're doing. And special thanks to our friends at Prestige Senior Living at Colonial Vista. When we come back, we're going to redo our visit with Ed Nags from yesterday's live broadcast. If you missed it yesterday, you'll get another chance when we come back. You're watching Wake Up in Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
Happy Apple Blossom from NCW Life Channel, your local TV station. While you're enjoying our Apple Blossom coverage on NCW Life, we need to thank our platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air Heat and Air. Call Alpine Air. Have a great Apple Blossom, and thanks for watching your local TV station, the NCW Life Channel.
Hey man, how's your arm?
Getting better, actually, thanks.
Did they give you anything for pain after surgery? Because I think I may have some left over.
Nah, that's all right, man. Actually, me and my doctor talked about not sharing prescriptions, and that ibuprofen is a good option for me. The risk of addiction, it's not worth it.
Makes sense.
Take the next step. Don't share your prescriptions, and talk to your friends about the dangers of opioids.
The family at the Eplidolin want to help your loved one feel at ease in their new home environment. Eplidolin offers beautiful one-bedroom and studio apartments. Residents enjoy 3 delicious home-style meals a day, laundry service, housekeeping service, and encouragement to make themselves cozy in their new home. Eplidolin welcomes your family to come and visit their family. Eplidolin, independent and assisted living. They make the complicated easy for you. Call today for a tour.
Headaches, neck or back pain? Been injured in a car accident, a work injury, or fall? Studies show that whiplash causes pain year after year. Your neck is supposed to be curved and acts like a spring to absorb shock. But when it's damaged, it straightens or reverses, and this causes headaches and pain. The solution is our specialized comprehensive combination care. You need our team of professionals who will address every point of your injury with very specific equipment and skill. Stop by Wenatchee or Leavenworth for a free consultation.
Hey, this is Mike Mad Dog McNutty, and everybody is entitled to my opinion. Now, I love my wife, Rosie. Yes, I do. But her obsession with the Mariners is driving me crazy. I mean, I'm trying to read a book. I'm doing work on the computer. Heaven help me. I'm trying to go to sleep. But she feels the need to update me on every pitch, every strike, every foul ball, every doggone thing that's happening that, frankly, I couldn't care less about. You know, my friends, my buddies, they understand that when God was handing out the sports gene, I stepped out for a beer. Rosie, so somehow equates a shared love of the Mariners as some sort of barometer for our relationship. Now she can disagree with me about Janis Joplin, appropriate toppings on pizza, or my obsession with cop shows, and none of this is any indication that she doesn't love me. But me telling her that I could care less if Julio got a hit or struck out, man, we don't even want to go there. Oh God, this is Mike Mad Dog McNutty, and that's my opinion.
There's no place like home, because home is where we're totally comfortable. It's where we can be ourselves and let our guards down. It's where we make memories, and we're always imagining new ways to keep it totally comfortable. Carrier, total comfort, totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air.
This Mother's Day, give your mom the gift she really wants: rest, relaxation, and a clean home. Get her a gift certificate for Mother's Day from Merry Maids. You'll be a hero, and the expert cleaners, Merry Maids, will make her home sparkle. Merry Maids are professionally trained, licensed, bonded, and insured. They do the job right. Visit MerryMaids.com or call 663-1710. Give your mom the gift of time, relaxation, and a clean home with a Merry Maids gift certificate. Her satisfaction is guaranteed, and you can relax. It's done.
The Lake Chelan Chamber of Commerce presents Wonders of Wooden Avenue.
Steelhead Cider offers 20 taps with cider, beer, and wine, featuring views of the lake, great music, and fantastic flights. Find it on Wooden Ave behind the bookstore in downtown Chelan.
Kelly's Classic Ace Hardware Store. From the minute you walk through the door, you'll feel the difference. Kelly's revives the days of personal service lost in the big box stores of today. Kelly's Ace Hardware in classic downtown Chelan.
Wonders of Wooden Avenue, North Central Washington's premier shopping district. Thomas Senior Stadium, a home of the Wenatchee Apple Sox, the Wenatchee Valley College Knights. By the way, the night baseball team playing really good. And we got a bunch of celebrities here. We got the Apple Blossom Festival Royal Court here. We got the Wenatchee High School Panther baseball team here. Other folks have decided to come down and watch this program live at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. You can do it too if you want. But the biggest celebrity of them all is the man to my immediate left. It's our good friend. It's Ed Naggs, and today is the day. You begin your journey, your 419-mile journey today, Coach.
Finally. It's hard to believe that it's here. You know, we've been planning it for quite a while, and actually be standing here on this amazing day with you is special, but we're excited to start.
Opening day run 101, for those of you who haven't been following what the heck Ed is going to be doing between now and the end of this month. Let us know how this came to be and why you're doing it.
Originally, it was just kind of a crazy idea that I had selfishly to do something that was kind of goofy, hard to do, physical, and would draw some attention to the start of the West Coast League season, which starts June 1st. And I came up with the idea, well, why don't I run from where I coached for so many years to where I'm coaching now? That's not too crazy far, though. It is a long ways.
It's 419 miles.
Right, but if I did coach in Kelowna first and then Corvallis, then I wouldn't have done that. So, but that was the initial just idea, but it didn't seem like enough, and it took some time. I mean, we went through COVID, so we couldn't do it, but eventually it hit me as to why I would want to do that and how I could make it have some impact. And it was while I was out on a long run preparing for a marathon a couple years ago, year and a half ago, listening to a podcast, and the gentleman on the podcast was running a marathon a day, which first off I thought then it made me look like a sissy, just what I'm going to do, 15 miles a day. So I thought, well, that's easy. But he was running for adolescent mental health. His daughter had attempted suicide, thankfully was unsuccessful, and he was also running for foster care. He himself, back in the day, was in foster care, so that was something near and dear to his heart. So as I was running, I realized, hey, I can do that smaller bit of running. Look at what this guy's doing. But then it hit me that I knew, now I know why I'm going to do it. And it was the youth mental health, which is something that's been near and dear to me, but I thought this is a chance to actually have some kind of impact. And so, and I had the two organizations came to me right away. One was Trillium Family Services out of Oregon, where my son Corey spent time his sophomore year in high school.
Saved his life.
And if you'd asked him, he's actually here today, he would say that, yeah, that time there, and it was actually in Corvallis. It was prior to me even coaching there. It was just the fact that that's where the facility was that he went and spent time at. But yes, that was so beneficial for him and obviously our family. And I wanted to help them. And the second organization was only 7 seconds, out of Chelan, as we know. And I had not heard of them until 3 years ago. And when a former Applesock player and their family, they lost their son to suicide. And the family had asked that if you want to do something in Cade's name, give to only 7 seconds. So I gave. I didn't really know anything about it. I would have given no matter what it was at the time, just to try and help. And then as I got to look at the organization itself, they were young. In fact, they will celebrate their 5-year anniversary May 7th. So it was a young organization, but just what they were doing to basically to end loneliness, which is the epidemic we're in. And so I knew that's the other organization I can put them together with the Wenatchee Apple Sox and the Washington thing, and then Corvallis, the Corvallis Knights, along with Trillium Family Services, was the match there. And I said, hey, we'll work both ends and see what we can do with raising awareness and hopefully money.
That's the whole idea. Money, money, money. Ed's going to give all of it to these two fine organizations. I'm glad that Corey is doing well, married, living a good life. So good for them, and good to Trillium Family Services for the great work that they did. Only 7 seconds. You talked about this. It was COVID. It's these things. You can shut yourself off in your own private world and not interact with people, and that is not the way to do it when you're 13, 14, 15 years old. You have to interact with people. You have to be there and be out and about. It's just so easy to not be social. It's easier to not be social than it is to be social now. It's a problem.
It is, and it is certainly for the youth, all of us, you know, I mean, we need to be connected. I mean, it's out there. There's studies that probably the single thing that will determine our health really is our relationships and how connected we are with others. So, but certainly our youth are in that mental state, I think, where they make some of those decisions that, you know, are quick and irrational, more so than us mature folk. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, well, hormones run amok at that time.
That's right.
You on your way here to the Apple Capital, you drove the route in reverse. You drove from Corvallis to Wenatchee on the same route that you're going to be running from Wenatchee to Corvallis. So you have a general idea. You did mention in your post more hills than you anticipated. Was there any point during your drive from Corvallis to Wenatchee just a couple of days ago when you thought to yourself, what the hell was I thinking?
Well, yeah, sure. But when anyone has heard about this, I'm going to run from Wenatchee to Corvallis. Oh, okay. How many people? What leg are you? I go, no, it's just me. I think people have pictured it's the Forrest Gump look with a bunch of people running. No. But yeah, and the big question, everyone just says, why? Why would you do that? Which is a good question. It's very legit. So, and I knew running on Highway 14 in Washington all the way down to Columbia it's not as flat as I-84.
That's true.
I-84,
but you don't have semi-trucks to worry about either.
They don't let you run on I-84. But I knew there were hills, but yeah, just not maybe that high, that steep of a grade or that long at some point.
Ed can't do this without support. Your older brother is going to be driving you, or at least supporting you. He's going to have the motorhome with you, so you have a place to rest. Your daughter's been taking care of all of the social media stuff for you. So this is not a solo thing. You've got people who are making this happen for you that are on board Team Ed all the way, all 419 miles.
No doubt about it. I've had a ton of help, and we started a year ago today with a meeting with Allie with the Apple Sox and with our Corvallis Knights group, Luke with Only 7 Seconds, and then with Trillium Family Services, Trish down there. We all met and been meeting ever since, but in every area, every group, everyone's just been really positive and all on board, doing all that they can, and certainly yourself.
Anything for you.
Dave at Sunny FM here in Wenatchee, that's been wonderful. Down in Corvallis, Joe Radio, which handles Oregon State, but our Corvallis Knights throughout the summer. TV station down in Eugene and in Portland, and everyone's just been more than helpful to kind of get the word out and hopefully make this successful.
Ed's got a pretty nice place to stay throughout his run. It's a Mini Cooper. I thought that was interesting. You're going to sleep in a Mini Cooper. I thought.
That being correct, Dan.
We're going to take a quick break. You got some guests, right?
Yeah.
We want to give some love to. So we're going to take a quick 2-minute break, and when we come back, Ed's taking over the show because we need some professionalism here every once in a while. You're watching a special live edition on the campus of Wenatchee Valley College at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium with Ed Nags, and we'll be right back.
Imagine a science project being done on the kitchen table. Feel the excitement on Christmas morning as the kids race down the stairs to form memories that cannot be erased. Listen for the laughter coming from the next room. Put your family in a new home to make these visions become reality with Coldwell Banker Cascade. Use the move meter entering 2 cities and see how a potential move scores based on the cost of living and other factors. Make your dream place a reality with Coldwell Banker Cascade today.
Tiki Hawaiian Barbecue, family owned and operated on North Wenatchee Avenue, right next to Hooked on Toys. Tiki Hawaiian Barbecue uses only fresh ingredients handcrafted with love, including authentic Hawaiian barbecue and Japanese-style ramen noodle soups. And the bubble teas will keep you coming back for more. Enjoy the culinary tour of the Pacific Rim with Hawaiian barbecue lunches and combo plate classics, as well as ramen noodle soups. Tiki Hawaiian Barbecue. Enjoy their comfort food like you're one of the family. The Lake Chelan Chamber of Commerce presents The Magic of Manson.
Welcome to Navarre Coulee Tasting Room in downtown Manson. You're invited to stop by, relax, and enjoy a sample of our longer-aged wines. You will taste the difference from the very first sip.
Tipsy Canyon is proud to introduce their latest lineup of new wines. The Garvins will make you feel right at home as spring unfolds across the Chelan Valley. Come up to the Manson Hills and experience the magic for yourself.
How do you think like an entrepreneur?
I have had it in mind starting my own business. This is all really good to know right now. I am currently making a vision board. I am talking about my well-being, my personal finances, and habits that I would like to work on and to improve myself to be a better entrepreneur.
Welcome back to the program. Ed Nags is still with me. The gentleman to my left is going to help us out. The gentleman to my right, gentleman to your left. Introduce everybody besides me, Ed, because they know who I am. Who are our 2 guests you brought on board?
Okay, to your right, Mr. Edwin Eaton, who owns iPro Building Services, one of our major sponsors that just allowed this whole thing to happen. You talked about the Mini Winnie, or the Mini Cooper. It's actually a Mini Winnie, whatever, Winnebago. So yeah, renting that and having it and the gas and everything, the cost to just pull this off, so all the money goes right to the organizations. There was some cost involved, but iPro has stepped up for us here.
Kudos to you. How did this happen? Because everybody loves Ed?
Sure, yeah. No, I mean, I've known Coach Nags for a long time, and so when he asked me about doing a sponsorship for him, it was a no-brainer to do that. And to learn about the organizations and everything, too, was really cool. His personal story with it as well is touching as well. But, you know, for somebody, you know, Ed's age to run as much as he is, I thought, man, I could barely run 3 miles in the morning. So, I mean, this is huge. And just with everything that he's doing for the charities is big time.
He's a hard guy to say no to, isn't he?
He is. He is.
He is. Introduce the gentleman to your left, please, Ed.
To my left is Luke Wall, who's the main director of Only 7 Seconds up in Chelan, which is one of the 2 organizations that all the money that we're raising is going to go to, doing great things up in Chelan.
The name Only 7 Seconds must be, there's something there.
There is.
Talk about the origin of the name.
Yeah, the quick story of it is before COVID, before loneliness and isolation became a really big buzzword in the country, my younger brother, little brother, about this tall, super athlete, experienced pretty severe loneliness in high school. During that time, my mom, as any good mom does, goes, how long would it take for one of your friends to reach out to you and just say they care about you, or thinking about you, can we play Xbox together, let's grab coffee. So she went out to her kitchen table where the phone was and typed it out, and she took about 7 seconds and said, I care about you. And it's this idea that it literally takes 7 seconds sometimes to just intervene in someone's life, to reach out, make the initial connection, see how someone's doing, and actually care about them.
And somebody in a mental health crisis, an adolescent in a mental health crisis, can make a very bad decision in only 7 seconds.
Yes, yep, absolutely. And it's in those small moments where radical change can start. And it takes very small intervention to at least intervene in those moments where someone may be irrational in where their brain's at. And we have stories where someone got a text that said, let's grab ice cream right now. I want to hang out. And in that moment, they were thinking about taking their own life. And a 7-second text message of let's grab ice cream changed where they are in their entire life right now.
How do you know you're making an impact? Is there a quantifiable measuring stick that your organization can use that say we're doing this?
Yeah, there's a lot of different pieces. Loneliness is really hard to measure. It's subjective. Every person listening to this, yourself included, has all experienced pieces of loneliness. So it's really hard to quantify pieces of that. But what we do know is that the work that we do has saved lives. We have hundreds and hundreds of stories of people who have seen a yard sign, that have gotten a text message because of our encouragement, that we have educated and worked with in school districts who are living better lives today, more socially connected, putting their phones down more often, having good relationships with others. And those things are more measurable over the long term. So we're still building a lot of that, but our case studies really are in the individual impacts that we hear day in and day out here in North Central Washington.
How do people land on your radar? I mean, hey, Only 7 Seconds organization is here to help, but how does the connection get done? How does that happen?
Yeah, it's a couple different pieces. The first one is all awareness like this. Being out in public spaces, sharing our message through yard signs, through wristbands, t-shirts, all sorts of awareness up and down the valley that we've been hosted on NCW Life. We've been in all different places. And part of it's just that awareness campaign of helping people know that there are solutions out there and you can be a part of that solution. You can make those small little impacts. The other part of it is the education that we provide. We have a lot of resources on our website. So once you become aware of what we're talking about, there are a lot of resources to get on our website, and we provide to you directly or refer you out to experts in specific fields as well.
It's amazing what just talking can do, just a text.
Absolutely.
A simple, how you doing? What's going on? Haven't heard from you for a while.
Yep. Yeah, it has such an impact, and oftentimes when we're the ones sending it, we minimize the impact. But when we're the ones receive it, if you got a text message this morning when you woke up from a family or a friend, someone that was actually thinking about you, it can start off your day entirely different. And sometimes it is as impactful as saving someone's life, but it's also just waking up and having a good day. Just seeing a stranger smile at you in the grocery store. Those little moments can transform how someone's experiencing their entire day.
Ed, you are in about 11 minutes or so. Ed's going to begin his run. Again, he's running from Wenatchee to Corvallis. He's going to do about 15 miles a day. I think he told me 10 in the morning and 5 in the afternoon, something along those lines. So obviously, this is all a fundraiser. We talked about the Only 7 Seconds. We talked about the Trillium organization down there in Oregon. People are going, well, how do I help? How do I help Ed out? How do they help you out? How do they get involved with your opening day run? And let's start filling those coffers up. This guy was a huge help by saying gas is on me, and basically here's a home to sleep in for a month. That is phenomenal right there, because I understand the price of gas is pretty high nowadays.
That's what I hear. Yeah.
So how do people get involved on X and on Instagram and on Facebook? And here's money, and how do I follow you? Because they can follow you. Talk about all that gooey good stuff, Ed.
Okay, the website is openingdayrun.com. And on there, as far as if someone does choose to donate, which would be phenomenal, we know that that's not in everyone's, capable maybe for everyone to do that right now. But certainly to go to the website and to follow us, and then at least to follow us, what we're doing, and to share if that's something they're on social media, to be able to share that out to other people so that they know would be interested. That would be wonderful. There are plenty of spots on that page to donate, and you get to choose either Only 7 Seconds or Trillium Family Services. Go, and it goes right to their websites. There's also links to both organizations' websites there. People can learn more about the amazing work both groups are doing.
And what we're going to do is we're going to take a little break, about a 3-minute break. We're going to gather all the celebrities here. Ed's the big celebrity, and then all the B and C listers, except you. Of course, you also an A lister. And we're going to send Ed on his merry way from Wenatchee to Corvallis, and we'll do that in about 3 minutes. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
Hey man, how's your arm?
Getting better, actually, thanks.
Did they give you anything for pain after surgery? Because I think I may have some left over.
Nah, that's all right, man. Actually, me and my doctor talked about not sharing prescriptions, and that ibuprofen is a good option for me. The risk of addiction, it's not worth it. Not worth it.
Makes sense.
Take the next step. Don't share your prescriptions, and talk to your friends about the dangers of opioids.
The Lake Chelan Chamber of Commerce presents Wonders of Wooden Avenue.
As Chelan's premier lifestyle store, Willow, find unique home decor, clothing, jewelry, and more. Come visit for a welcoming and memorable shopping experience.
Lake Chelan Sports is the place to find top brands like Hoka, On's, Patagonia, and now a full line of Voré products. With excellent customer service, Lake Chelan Sports has what you need.
Wonders of Wooden Avenue, North Central Washington's premier shopping district.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether. We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
The family at the Eplodolin want to help your loved one feel at ease in their new home environment. Eplodolin offers beautiful one-bedroom and studio apartments. Residents enjoy 3 delicious home-style meals a day, laundry service, housekeeping service, and encouragement to make themselves cozy in their new home. Eplodolin welcomes your family to come and visit their family. Eplodolin, independent and assisted living. They make the complicated easy for you. Call today for a tour.
The Lake Chelan Rotary Club invites you to experience Cycle Chelan, held each year on the 3rd Saturday in June. Pick your thrill from 3 rides: the Metric Century Challenge, Cycle Divino, or the Lake Loop. All profits from Cycle Chelan are used to support student scholarships and other charitable activities of the Lake Chelan Rotary Club. Cycle Chelan, a route for every rider. Pick your thrill today.
So, how's Evan?
Well, he's all grown up now, but I worry about him.
So many dangers in the world. COVID, the environment, the opioid epidemic.
Yeah, I hear opioid misuse is on the rise.
I don't even know how to start a conversation with him.
This might help. GetTheFactsRx.com. There's a whole section on how to talk about opioids with your family.
Offer support, not judgment.
Cool. Talk to your family about the dangers of opioids. Visit GetTheFactsRx.com.
All right, we're about ready to send Ed Nags on his way, but first, look at the great celebrities that people have come out to support you, Ed. We got the Royal Court here, and these ladies are busy. They got a lot going on.
We were just talking about that. I wondered what kind of energy drink they're on.
Queen Ella and the Royal Court, good to see you. Woohoo! You guys, anything going on this weekend? What, Netflix? Just gonna hang around. Ed, is there anybody specific that you want to thank before you head on your way? I see the Wenatchee High School baseball team is here. I'll let you take it for
Panthers.
a minute or so.
Well, there's everybody's here.
Yeah.
I see the whole team, but mainly, I mean, Emily. It's her birthday today, May 1st.
Yay!
That's right. 22 years old. Could you imagine being 22? I'm sorry.
I wish I was 22 again.
Former Panthers are showing up. Tori Wolf, all the way from Brewster. Holy cow!
How you feel? How you feeling? I mean, are you a little emotional right now? I don't want to send you on your way bawling like a baby, but I got a little something going on right now, buddy.
Do you?
I'm starting to feel a little emotional.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Bring it in for the real thing.
Last words before we send you on your way, Ed.
Oh, thank you. Thank you to NCW Life and everything you guys have done so far, and we'll do some updates.
Yeah, we're gonna be checking in with Ed via Zoom once a week. I think we decided maybe twice a week. We'll figure that out.
We will figure.
But we'll be checking in with Ed on little 5 or 6 minute vignettes as he begins his run from Wenatchee to Corvallis. I'm very happy to be a part of it. And again, openingdayrun.com is the website. Everything you need is there. He's going to be all over social media, courtesy of his lovely 22-year-old daughter. He's going to have the X going. He's going to have the Instagram going, the Facebook going. Are you ready to get going?
No doubt. This has been a long time coming. So here we go. We're going to do the first 10. And then I'll get back for I get to go to the luncheon today for Apple Blossom.
That's right. Ed's going to run 10 miles. He's going to be at the All Service Club luncheon.
I'm not running back.
No, he's not going to. With Jen Mueller, by the way, is going to be the keynote speaker. Let's send you. I'm going to take the microphone. I'm going to get out of the camera way, and we'll send folks on his way. Anytime you count them down, folks, and let them go.
Wait a minute. Where's the crew that's running?
Got to get the other runners there too, Dan.
Get them all.
Ed.
Everybody who's running with Ed, get in there.
Got the Panthers? Come on, Panthers.
You are. Garrett Anderson.
Everybody stretch, I hope.
Nice shirt.
No? Don't pull a hammy.
Nice job. You set it up beautifully.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to cry here. I'm afraid I'm going to cry.
No.
Are you ready to go, Ed? You don't have to do anything.
I think we should count down from 7, don't you think?
Oh, that's a good idea for only 7 seconds.
So obviously we're not going to run you guys live, but we'll stay as wide as we kind of can. I know they're going to film some and go down, but then we're hitting the loop and you guys have some cars down there.
We're remembering that Ed is a coach.
That's right.
Now.
He's telling them what to do.
We're going to lay down a bunt.
If you guys are all ready, we'll count down from 7 as soon as Ed says he's ready.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much.
You ready? Oh, wait, Ed, here we go, here we go. From Wenatchee to Corvallis, 419 miles. You ready, Ed? In 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there they go. Yeah! Now, the Panther baseball team is going to have to save some of that energy so they could beat Davis in their doubleheader coming up later on this week. There they go. Again, openingdayrun.com. Openingdayrun.com. Follow Ed on his progress. He'll be doing about 15 miles a day, every day until he gets to Corvallis, Oregon. It's a 419-mile run, all of it to raise money for two outstanding causes. Thanks to the folks at Only 7 Seconds for being here. Thanks to our friends at the Trillium Family Services down in Corvallis for coming here and helping us out. Special thanks to the Apple Blossom Royalty for being here. They have a very busy schedule, and yet they came down to help Ed out. Thanks for everybody to donate. OpeningDayRun.com, OpeningDayRun.com. You can follow Ed on Instagram, you can follow him on X, and you can follow him on Facebook. Special thanks to our friends at Wenatchee Valley College and their athletic department for allowing us to come here and disrupt what would otherwise be a normal business day. Have a great Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow. Happy Apple Blossom. Bye-bye.
I chose Pinnacles because they embrace and lift people with different learning styles.
It's a school where I can be myself, creative, and be successful.
There's a lot of hands-on activity, and
you get to really connect with the community here because we're all one. We get to see each other often. It's a small building.
The teachers care about you and make sure there is equity in the classroom.
They take care of them as a whole. They see them as a name, not a number.
Global Car Care has the best customer service in the Valley. From the moment you walk in the door, their goal is to help you stay on the road, so you can keep doing what's important to you. Global Car Care certified ASE mechanics stand behind your automotive repairs.
Welcome to the Columbia Basin Dispute Resolution Center. We are a local nonprofit serving Grant and Adams counties, helping businesses and people resolve difficult issues so they can move toward a better future. We offer help with workplace disputes, residential issues, family matters, and can train your staff in conflict prevention and resolution skills. Call us at 509-237-8401 to learn more.
And we are back. It is 41 degrees. We have begun the warming up process. If you're just joining us when this show started at 7 o'clock this morning, it was 37 degrees in the Wenatchee Valley, just 2 degrees off the record low for May 2nd. Complete forecast details are coming up one more time. But I would be remiss if I didn't thank once again our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air, for heat and air call. Alpine Air, special thanks to our friends at Pool to Spa Services, celebrating a milestone year of being in business. You don't stay in business that long unless you know what you're doing, and Pool to Spa Services, they know what they're doing. And speaking of knowing what they're doing, our friends at Prestige Senior Living at Colonial Vista, both the main campus in Wenatchee and in East Wenatchee. We are going to get some rain this weekend, I'm afraid. In fact, quite a bit of rain. This is the rain totals for the weekend. This is Saturday morning through Sunday night. Most of the rain is going to be, unfortunately, Saturday morning into Saturday afternoon. In fact, the rain will come down at a pretty good clip right around 11 o'clock on Saturday morning. Wouldn't you know, that's also the exact same time that the Milk Growers Grand Parade gets underway. So, without any further ado, from the National Weather Service, lots of sunshine today. High of 65. Point of reference yesterday, we got to 62, but it was also very chilly for the overnight low yesterday, and it is today. So we'll get up there. It'll just take a little while. 43 for the overnight low tonight. Friday, sunshine all day, but a little wind in the afternoon. Just a friendly reminder for the Les Schwab Classic Chassis Parade. That begins at 6 o'clock. Might be a little breezy. Prepare for that. 52 for the overnight low. The clouds will be coming in Friday night. We'll see some light drizzle Friday night. Rain, sometimes fairly heavy, but most of the day on Saturday, we are going to see the rain. I cannot remember the last time it actually rained on the Milk Growers Grand Parade, but that's the forecast. Lots of clouds, going to be cool too, with a 5 only 60, and even cooler still to wrap up the Apple Blossom Festival. Only 58, our high temperature on Sunday. That's it for us. We will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
us?
Yes, we have so much to see here.
We'll get wrapped up in shopping at a souk in Marrakesh.
There's so many little streets, the market, and there's so much to do and see here. It's just like being in a movie.
We'll cook some super fresh meals in Fez. And kick back on the Corniche in Casablanca.
People come here to go to the shops, cafes, restaurants.
It's Morocco, and it's going to be amazing. Do you want to hold a snake?
Yeah, let's see her hold a snake on camera.
Come on, Jen, let's go hold a snake.
You can hold the snake.
She loves snakes.
Loves them.
Bye, snake. Bye, friends.
Welcome to Elizabeth Stanton's